Now that we have finished the couples section that ended with the 4 little vaudeville walks, the ladies walk backwards, leading with the right arm and the right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the men are going forward with their left arm and the left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the partners are forehead to forehead. We now have 8 running steps, 8 running pickup runs to get to a single file line. This is a slight change from what was described in a couple of the previous videos where we had originally gone to a diagonal line with the line going up the middle. Instead of directly starting in that formation, that's where we're going to end up on this first step that we're about to break down. So instead of going directly to that shape, instead we are going to make one big single file line going up center stage, going from front to back. Denise is the front person of this line, and most likely it'll be a gentleman that is going to be the back person that will be determined at rehearsal in the next upcoming days. The pattern of the lineup of people should go like this. The person going to the stage right diagonal line, followed by the person going to the stage left diagonal line, and then behind them is the next one in the single file line. Behind that single file line person is the next person going to stage right, going to stage left, single file line. That person going to stage right, that person going to stage left, and then single file line, etc., all the way up the rest of the line. So hopefully that helps you to remember in terms of when we're in rehearsal all together where you should be standing. That is the primary pattern. Once we have everybody in rehearsal all together, we may need to determine what the back few people do that would be behind Eddie. But that will be determined, like I said, once we have everybody together at a rehearsal very soon. To get out of that couple section, we are still facing each other. And we are going to be ready to take 8 running steps to make our single file line. Gentlemen, I suggest, which this I don't think was addressed in a previous video, but now is a good time to talk about it. Make that last step that you take with your lady with the right foot, make it more of a touch so that you can go directly to this single file line, leading with the right foot, and then your right foot is ready to get into this first step again that we're going to break down in a moment. So gentlemen, coming out of that partner section, you're going to step left, right, left, touch. Okay? So go ahead and make the action of the step, but keep all of your weight really back here on the left so you can pick up the right foot and be ready to run into your line. So one more time, I'll back up just so you can see my feet here. 5, 6, gentlemen, go with the left, right, left, touch, and then you're going to pick it up to run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So again, that's just going to be a little cheat, just so that you don't have a really quick, awkward transition of feet once we get into this single file line. I am going to give this section its own little nickname. I'm going to call it the fancy footwork section, and it earns that title for sure. Once we get into it, there's no stopping. There's a seamless transition from step to step, from rhythm to rhythm. There's no break. So there is really no time to stop and think ahead as to what is coming next. So I highly encourage you to make this a big homework section when you're practicing on your own, so you get obviously used to the sequence of the steps so that your transitions are really easy and smooth, as well as obviously knowing what the sequence is, what's coming next, as well as just building stamina. The fact that you don't really have a lot of time in this section from the fancy footwork section that we're about to do into the a cappella section, which follows it, it's going to take some work. It's definitely aerobic, so just the more that you do it, as always, the easier it becomes. Fortunately, we're not singing here. It's just going to be a nice moment with the dancers and the orchestra. So it's just going to take a lot of practice here with the feet. So we have all finished those walks, and we are all ready to run into that single file line leading with our right foot. We have 8 counts. The hands are in fists, and the arms are going to swing here from the elbows. 5, 6, 7, here we go. Run. Heels are high. We end in our line, and we end facing the audience, one in back of the other. Let's break this down. The fancy footwork section includes the steps. Run, 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 flat ball change, flat ball change. There are 4 sets of that step. We then go into shuffle hop step with the weave being where we shift. Some people go right, some people go left, and then we come back together into our formation. So shuffle hop step is next. The back essence comes after shuffle hop step, and then we run to make our formation for the a cappella section. So you should have already, most of you have already been given placements for the a cappella piece, and then we'll plug in everybody else at a future rehearsal. So please make sure when you are doing these running steps as our transition from shape to shape, practice going in the direction that you need to go, just so again it really becomes muscle memory when we're in rehearsal. Obviously when we move to the Bradley stage, that you have a really good feeling as to where you need to go. So don't necessarily just practice in front of your computer or your television screen, just staying in place. Really make that transition to your new spot, okay? Again, it's helpful to practice as much as you can as to what you're going to do in the performance, again, just to help again with the muscle memory and building stamina for the routine, and you're not going to have any surprises as we add more and more of the production elements into rehearsals. So, we just finished our 8 running steps, and we're ready to start the very first step of our fancy footwork section, which is run, 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 flat ball change, flat ball change. It is exactly how it sounds. So we just finished our running steps. We're going to now do another 4. The arms continue to swing, but we're going to first focus on the feet before we really worry about the arms. Right foot is ready to go. 5, 6, run for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So your weight has now again ended on the left. The right foot is ready. Flap with the right leg. Transition your weight onto the right, so the heels, as always, are nice and high and lifted. Ball change, which is that rock step back in front. Then flap with the left foot. Rock step, ball change. All right, so when we put those 2 steps together, it looks like this. 5, 6, 7, run. Yes? As always, keep those heels high so you produce a nice clean sound. We're now going to put all of those sets together. Remember, there are 4. 5 and 6 and 5, 6. Run for 4. Run, 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 run. Flat ball change, flat ball change. Run, 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 run. Flat ball change, flat. 2 more. Let's talk about the hands. They're just going to swing a little jogging motion on those 4 runs. Then when we get to the flat ball change, they're going to swing to the right. The head's going to follow those hands. And then swing to the left as you flat ball change with the left foot. The arms are going to stay not too high. The highest that your highest arm should be is about shoulder level. The hands are flexed. And the fingers are together. So they're not open in a jazz hand and they're not closed in a fist. They're going to be together like they're pushing open a door with both hands. So flat ball change, and we change direction on the flaps. So I'll just do the arms one time facing you. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, flat ball change, flat ball change. Now I'll turn it around so you can see the hands. 5, 6, 7, and run, 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 run. Flap to the right, flap to the left. Let's do one set now with the feet and the arms. For practice purposes, we'll keep it slow one last time. 5 and 6 and 5, 6, right foot ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, ball left, ball change, ball left, ball change. Let's put all 4 together.